going to do a quick review of how to place your talent points in a protection warrior for World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. It's fairly easy. There's not much to choose from. This is for leveling, not for level 80 rating, even though they're pretty much the same thing. What I'm going to run down here is how to put your points and at what point, and at where to put your points and at what time you're going to do it. So when you start off here, there's two ways you can begin. You can either go max defense first, or you can increase your damage and go instead of getting anticipation, you go improve thunderclap and increase crit. And then you would grab improved revenge, and last stand would be your first points that you would put once you hit level 20. The reason for that is, this is more popular, and the reason for that is because you do more damage, and the 5% dodge is really just, doesn't proc or is as beneficial as it is to run crit, increased thunderclap damage with a crit increase. So then once you go from there, you fill out here with shield mastery, and then take 5 points and go right into toughness. The DR, the reason you choose toughness over anticipation is because the damage reduction is guaranteed, as opposed to a 5% chance. And then you fill out with concussive blow and improved disciplines. After that, you go. You fill out here. You finally fill out your anticipation, and after that, you grab vigilance and improve defensive stance. You only really want vigilance if you plan to tank in an instance with a group of players. Other than that, then there's no real need for it. You can skip the talent and grow 3 points into puncture. You don't need one-handed weapon specialization. Your melee damage is going to be minimum, because you're never going to be fighting one mob. If you do fight one mob, it's a rare occasion. You're always going to be grinding 2 or 3 or possibly 4 or 5 even mobs with pulling. So your melee damage will be minimum. Your damage will be your revenge, thunderclap, and then cleave will be your damage. It was what your damage ratio should be after that. So then fill out here 2 points into focused rage, and then grab vitality and safeguard, and then go right up here to devastate and warmonger or warbringer. Allows you to charge and intervene. A really strong talent. It's probably my favorite talent in the protection tree. Allows you to charge when you're in combat, and if you don't, and very important to grab those mobs, to charge those mobs in case if they're going after your healer or a caster DPS. Then after that, pretty much just fill out with what's left. And that is Sword and Board, Damage, Shield, and Shockwave. Second favorite talent is the Shockwave. I just like the way it sounds. It's just like, oof, and freaking just everyone gets stunned. Feels alright. And then, so that's what you're going to do for your leveling. There's not really anything else to decide from. You can take points from toughness and get gag order, or even improve disarm. Those are great for leveling. Improved spell reflection is really, stay away from that, and also stay away from improved blood rage, because it doesn't really yield anything. Safeguard is also a talent that you don't need. It's more of a PvP talent, and these are also for PvP talents. So they're also good. They're good for getting ganked, but the 10% damage from melee weapons, it's not really. It is a good talent to get. If you don't even want to get the anticipation, you can grab that and just have less tank stats. That's also valid. But now we're going to talk about level 80 rating. This is pretty much what you want here. After you have to fill out 5 points here into Fury, increases your shout duration to 4 minutes. That's really important, so you don't, in case if you forget to reapply it during your boss fight, then it will definitely stay on there for 2 minutes longer. And then increases attack power for armor value. Very important. Then you'll go 5 points into deflection, get improved heroic strike. It's used if you have excess rage. So with all the talents that you have here with focused rage, it really makes it really cheap. If you have built up excess rage for single target tanking, you will be heroic striking. And then you come over here, get improved rend with the impale and the deep wounds. Those are the other talents. You don't need to go here. You need these more importantly. Tanking Gliss for tanking. Ideally shockwave or cleaving is what you want to be used for leveling. Taunt is only needed at level 80, and if you're going to be level 80, you also want to swap Glyph of Cleaving. You can grab there's the Devastate, applies 2 stacks. It's kind of good. It will make a difference and increase your damage. And other than that, there's not really anything else except maybe Thunderclap, because if you can lower your Thunderclap by 5 and also lower it by another 3 and 4, that lowers it by 12, which makes it like a 7 or 8 rage talent, which means you're always guaranteed increase your damage output. You never have to worry about not having enough rage when fighting, because if you pop your shield block, you're going to get a large amount of rage to begin with, but once shield block is down, then you'll start losing all your rage. And if your fights continue over 15 to 20 seconds and go into the 20s and anything beyond the 30s, you won't be. The only other way that you can generate rage is with shield specialization. So, and your melee attacks won't generate that much rage. So that will help quite a bit. There's not really any other thing you can do to tank with protection. A thing that you can do is if you get into the 70s and you want to solo tank questing, Blood Frenzy is a really cool thing. It just allows you to you have to get Blood Frenzy and Improved Revenge. That combo is really sick. You just go grab as many mobs as you can, and you sit there and you just tank them. And your Revenge has a 1 second cooldown, so you're just putting out maximum damage, and your Revenge is just like cleaving. It's actually really cool, really neat. The talents for that are just whatever you want, but the biggest thing is you need Blood Frenzy and you need improved Revenge, and also a few tank talents, so that way you can get some rage generation. I wouldn't try it just going right into Blood Frenzy and not having these talents, because it's quite terrible. But so that's it for Protection Warrior for Wrath of the Lich King. Thank you.